I didn't do that one.
How do you do it?
No, I didn't do that one.
Oh, okay. So did you get an answer of 10 to the square root of 3?
Yep.
Anybody?
Negative.
Or the square root of 300? Nobody got that?
Square root of 300?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If I took the square root of 300 and simplified it, I would end up with 10 to the square root of 3. So on problem number 5, either you have to have the square root of 300 or 10 to the square root of 3. Okay?
We don't know how you got that.
Okay? If you are looking at problem number 5, you have this triangle. You got a 20 here, an X, a 20, and down here is 20, and this is a right angle. Right? Okay? If this is a 20, 20, and 20, what type of triangle do you have?
Equilateral.
Equilateral, right? Which means this angle is 60, this angle is 60. Which means this angle was 60, but it happens to be bisected, so this is 30, and this is 30. If I look at this triangle that's right here, don't I have a 30, 60, 90 right triangle? The length of this side is 10. So there's two ways that I could go and find x, either by using Pythagorean's theorem, or the relationship that we developed with a 30, 60, 90 right triangle. Remember that relationship? Where if I knew the shorter leg, and the shorter leg happens to be this 10, isn't it? Isn't the longer leg in a 30, 60, 90 triangle the square root of 3 times bigger than the shorter leg? So if it was 10, then I multiply by the square root of 3, which gives me 10 to the square root of 3. Does that make sense? Or not? You don't like doing it that way?
I don't know, it's just kind of confusing.
Then the other way is, do you know where I got the 10 from?
Yes, because that's half of the one set.
Okay? The 20 is the hypotenuse, isn't it?
Yes.
So can't I go 20 squared equals 10 squared plus x squared? Using Pythagorean's theorem?
Yeah.
So 400 equals 100 plus x squared. So subtracting, I'd have 300 equals x squared. Right?
Yes.
So x would be the square root of 300, which in 300 you have 100 times 3. And why did I write it as 100 times 3? 100 has a perfect square, doesn't it? Gives me 10, the square root of 3 equals x. So on this one you can actually have two different ways of doing it.
Okay.
So we're good so far? Number 8 should have an x equals 6 and a y equals 12. Is that a yes or a no?
Yes.
And that's using the principles of the 30, 60, 90 triangles, right? Okay, just like problem number 5. So number 9, you should have had 9.7. Okay. Number 10. I think somebody had a question about number 10.
Yes.
Okay. Number 10 is this little housey here, A-frame house, it's 40 feet high, 30 feet wide. Find the measure of the floor angle.
I tried to set it up to use the cosine thing, but that's what I tried, and
Okay. Find the measure that the angle makes with the floor. So here we have this A-frame, which probably means the length of this side equals the length of this side. Generally an A-frame, if you looked at an A, they would be the same. But down here you have the X degrees, you have 30 feet, and the height from here to here is 40. That height needs to be drawn inside here. So this is 40. Well, when I draw that in an isosceles triangle, what's going to happen to this side and this side? They're going to be half of this. So this is going to be 15, this is going to be 15. Does that make sense? So you said you tried to use what? Sine, cosine, tangent? Cosine? Okay, if I was to use cosine, don't I need to know this side?
oh no, I tried using the law of cosine. That would make sense, right?
No, law of cosines I can't.
That would make sense.
Okay? If I looked at the 40, how does the 40 relate to the X?
Opposite.
It's opposite. Okay? How does the 15 relate to the X?
Which is 15.
So can I use the tangent of X equal 40 over 15? Which means the tangent of X is going to be 40 over 15. Right? What is 40 over 15 as a decimal?
2.623.
Now, since I have tangent of some angle, don't I have to use my inverse tangent function? In other words, tan of a negative 1 of 2.66 will equal X. And what'd you find for the X if you do that?
9.4.
Okay? And I think they want the rounded to the nearest degree.
I did it kind of weird, but I got the same answer. I like, you know, how you drew the triangle on the inside, you put half head on the outside,
Okay?
and then
It'll still work, yeah. Okay? So, number 10, the answer should be 69 degrees. 11. You got 68 feet?
Yep.
Is that right? Or the angle of elevation, 68 degrees? Do we need help with that one? Or not? Everybody's got it, or not?
Yeah.
Are we okay? Number 12, boat in the water. Do you have an answer of 267.9 meters?
I don't.
No? Okay.
Can I go get my check?
What?
It'll be a while, because it's
After
only
that's
walk
the
around.
Hurry.
The I
Adrian, it's not hurry. What's
Yeah.
So we need to work it?
Maybe.
Here we have 1,000 meters.
What a little boat up here, don't forget a boat. Yes, sailboat.
We can't see it.
I'm not very good at constructing a boat.
Triangle line.
Yeah, a rectangle triangle line.
It's geometric.
Nice.
The right angle.
Looks like
I was playing right.
a little engine.
If the angle of depression from the top of the cliff to the boat is 15 degrees, Where's the 15 degrees at?
The corner. The small.
By the boat.
Well, angle of depression means I'm looking out from the cliff, and then I look down, so here's 15 degrees.
Oh, that's right. I put 15 inside.
Oh.
You put 15 in here?
Yeah.
Okay, so either 15 can go here, 15 can also go down here. Why can 15 go down here?
Alternate interior.
Alternate interior angles, because this is parallel to this, right? So this one would be 75 degrees.
Yeah, getting me out, aren't they?
Okay, little outburst there. What do you want to find? How tall the cliff is?
Yeah. Deep in there.
So we're gonna label it X. Now you have your choice. Either I can use a 75-degree angle, and this would be the opposite over the adjacent, bless you,
Just told Audrey bless you, but I had to sneeze.
okay? Or I can use 15 degrees, and then this would be the opposite, and this would be the adjacent, right? Which angle do you want me to use? 15?
Sure.
So the tangent of 15 degrees would equal X over 1,000.
That's the way I did it.
Probably why you got the same answer.
Ding, 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 ding. So what's the tangent of 15 degrees?
0.2679. 9.
Equals X over 1,000?
Yeah.
Cross multiplying would be 267.8 equals X.
Took you long enough.
That took you forever.
Yeah.
I'm just going to walk.
I'm not going to run.
You were supposed to hustle.
I was.
Hustling
It's
exactly.
used to me.
Oh my gosh, guys, I was power walking.
No, you weren't. You
Like
said you were
grandma in the
power
mall?
walking.